Hi and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I am going to be doing a video on my own about the top 10 tips for carers of eating disorder sufferers. Tip number 1 is to be as open as you can through channels of communication with yourself as the carer and the sufferer. Personally, I found this really helpful to keep my relationship with my sister kind of open and honest. Tip number 2 is to listen to what the sufferer is saying, no matter how illogical it may sound. So when my sister was suffering with an eating disorder, she would say many things that I didn't understand, but personally I think it's very important to listen in a non-judgmental way as much as you can. Kind of following on from this is tip number 3, not to judge by anything the sufferer tells you. Again, very important so the sufferer feels they can actually talk to you without being judged. Number 4 is be prepared that the sufferer may act out of character. I think it is very difficult because you see the sufferer kind of transforming into this person that you don't know, but it's kind of good to keep in mind that it's actually the illness talking and not the sufferer themselves. Number 5 is to remember that you are playing a waiting game. So the sufferer can't get better until they want to themselves. So as much as you kind of go on and on to them about them needing help and you know how good recovery is, they can only get there when they want to. Number 6 is, I think, very important for a sufferer, and that's not to blame yourself. As a carer, especially actually as a twin sister, it's very hard to think, what did I do to cause the mental illness? What did I do that could have made her think a certain way? And it is actually really important to not blame yourself, because most of the time you've probably done absolutely nothing wrong, and unfortunately it is just something that affects some people and not others. Another tip, so number 7, is not to blame reasons that don't exist. So generally with eating disorders, they can start very innocently. I mean, like me and my sister, we grew up exactly the same house, we were in the same classes at school, same everything, and my sister ended up with an eating disorder and I didn't. So I think you know, predisposition plays a part, but also they can just start very innocently. So number 8 is to look after yourself. So I think this is very important as a carer, because you can quite quickly get engulfed in the sufferer and their illness, and it can almost take you down with it. So it is very important, number 1, to be able to care for the sufferer, but also just very important for your own health to take a little bit of time out for yourself. So whether that be just going for a coffee one morning, you know, just having an evening and having a nice bubble bath, just small things that can help you feel yourself. Number 9 is knowledge is your greatest weapon. So I really sort of abide by this. I think the more you know about the illness, the easier it is for you to, number 1, understand and also help the sufferer through their recovery. So I think as much as you can read online, I think blogs are very good as well, because they're sort of real people's stories. Even if you can find like a carers forum or carers groups, they kind of really help as well. And number 10 is, following on from that, is talk to other carers. So if you can find a carers group or something like that, or even, I don't know if there is sort of online forums for carers, I'm sure there is, where you can go on and just have a look and chat with other carers and get their experiences as well. I think that can really help, so you know you're not alone and that the feelings you have are normal. So yeah, they're my 10 sort of top tips for carers of eating disorder sufferers. They actually came from my mum's book, Hope with Eating Disorders. So if you want to know more, have a look there. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon.